This is the Soul in Sports, hosted by Mike Knoxxx. It's Barbershop talk, still we think outside the box. We take it to the hoop, y'all be trying to find your shots. Sports talk, the best on the dial when it's time to rock. We talking football, baseball, boxing, any sports you can name. Keep your radios locked in. Listen, you can get the scoop on all your top 10. Mike Knoxxx, Soul in Sports, we keep it hot, man.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
If you're not down with that, we got two words for you!
But you know, we're here waiting to talk to the champion, Deontay Wilder, who's coming off his first round knockout of Romain Stavern Saturday night, Brooklyn.
Hate to cut you off as I stand with you and pause you right there on that moment. You said Brooklyn. I got a little hype because right now we have, in my opinion, I don't give a damn what anybody else say, the one, the only heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder! Welcome to the program, champ.
Man, thank you so much, and that introduction was right on point.
Well, I tried. You know, it's our second time having you on, so I got to make sure that every single time I have you on, I do it the right way. How are you doing after I don't want to say an easy victory on Saturday, you know, but relatively an easy victory on Saturday. How's the champ feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling great. You know, I'm still, I wouldn't say I'm celebrating, but the world is still celebrating, and because I'm involved, I'm getting all the heat from it.
Can you hear us now, champ?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Again, as you're so hot right now, they don't want us to talk. They don't want you to get your words out, and we're going to make sure you get your words out the way they should get out, champ, okay?
There you go. There you go.
All right. Now, as I was trying to say a couple of hours ago, in a European publication, Eddie Hearns comes out and says that this fight is close to happening sometime next year in Tickenham Stadium. Are you aware of that information?
Well, I was just on the phone with Eddie. You know, Eddie, the thing about Eddie's been putting out false information to people all over. They've been brainwashing people just to keep Joshua relevant, just to keep him looking squeaky clean, to look like he he says the correct things and he moved the correct way, and that's what they got him forming like. But the truth of the matter is that we're coming. So I had a conversation with Eddie, and I had my manager Shelly Seekers on as well too, to make sure that we have no misunderstanding, to make sure everything goes as the discussion was saying it would go. And definitely we're getting closer and closer to this fight. And but we're not gonna let up on them. We're still gonna talk. We're still gonna put the pressure on them. We're gonna smoke them out. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna smoke them out. And I need the fans as well too. If you really want to see this fight happen, right. If you really want to see one champion, one face, one name, and I think that name is Deontay Wilder. No, I don't think I know it's Deontay Wilder. If y'all want to see that, y'all would join me and smoke them out. Let's smoke them out of there because it's getting closer and closer, baby. They're about to heat up soon.
You know what? That's one of the problems, champ, that I have with boxing fans, especially American boxing fans right now, not, to me, in my opinion, anyhow, getting behind you and smoking these guys out the way that you have come out. For the last 2 years, you have spoken about nothing but unifying these titles. Why do you think these heavyweights, A, are cheating, and B, are ducking you like Anthony Juice Johnson, as you referred to him as?
A, Juice, and J. But the reason I think that they're ducking me and juicing up is, I mean, it's obvious. It's self-explanatory. Look at my fight Saturday night. When you look at that fight, you see all the escalades that come behind me. You see all the arsenals and different things that I have behind me. Would you want to get in there with a beast like that? When I look at the fight, because I've seen it like 25,000 times already now.
Okay.
It's been crazy.
Come on, Saturday fight.
The Saturday fight was Stavern.
Yeah, it wasn't long. I watched it about 10 times or so.
When I look at that fight, I put myself outside of I put myself outside of me, and I look in as another opponent. I look in as a fan, and all I can tell myself is, man, I wouldn't even want to fight him myself. So with these other fighters seeing that, especially when they come into the fight and seeing it up close and personal, it makes them feel like, man, I'm gonna need something else, because this guy is a beast. He's definitely a monster. You can tell he's a champion. You can tell he is the king. You can tell he feels every word that he says. And if I'm going to go in there with him, I'm going to need help. And that's what these guys feel like. They feel like they need help when it comes to me, or they feel like they have to go an easier route to avoid me. Maybe I can get around him. Maybe I can go a couple more years doing what I'm doing before I have to fight him. Or maybe I'll have to get in a mandatory position to fight him. These are the top guys at the division. They've been doing it ever since I became a champion, and they're still doing it to this day. But it's somebody like that. It's somebody day now, because the world knows the truth now. That is the fight that I needed for my career, and now the people are hollering. They're raising their hands, and they're saying, we have a champion right here in America, and his name is Deontay Wilder.
Speaking of that, champ, an American fighter, champion we have that we could be proud of, one who's trying to unify all the titles and put boxing, heavyweight boxing, back on the map. You're coming out with the chinchillas. You're saying all the right things. You look the part. You fight the part, most importantly. What will be the straw that we need to break the camel's back to smoke out the UK fighter known as Anthony Juicy J. Johnson, Joshua, as you refer to him as, to get that fight? What must we do to have that fight happen? Because I'm tired of the UK publications. I'm an American sports analyst here, okay? And I'm tired of the Twitter beef between myself and the UK throwing shots at you saying, well, he makes too much money to come here and fight. So you have to go there. Right, jokes, right? A fighter fights. What made Klitschko famous in America is that Klitschko came here to fight. So are you willing to go into his house and knock him out so the world can be put on notice?
Well, the first thing that as Americans, for our voice to be heard and spoke them out, we must come together as a whole. Social media is a big, powerful network now, where people that don't have to be no one can get their voice heard. That's the strength, and that's what's so that's what makes social media so effective. That you can speak your opinion, you can have a voice around the world and be heard, and that's what they have to start with. Use the social media, use whatever resource that you have. Get on these boxing columns. We speak out, speak your piece. Let them know that we got an American right here that's willing, able, and ready. He wants this fight ASAP. He'll go anywhere around the world. And the only thing that the UK fans have to say is they bring up money and stuff like that, that we can show them that ignorance of what's going on. If they would know, that America is always and forever will be the Mecca of boxing. If they was knowledgeable, they would know that America is where you will always make the most money at. If they want to shortcut him and just have him in this country and keep him where he feel like he's comfortable at, because right now he just feeling they don't want to go nowhere, and I don't blame him.
He hasn't been nowhere. He's been nowhere. He's only fought in the UK.
He only fought in the UK, so how can he be this big champion? Champions move. Or what champion you know that stayed places where he is besides Floyd Mayweather? And guess what? I don't blame him because he earned it, and all the money is here in America.
Right.
It's all the money is here in America. So why not? But we talking about the heavyweight division. The champions move. The heavyweight division is small. Floyd could have did that because it's a big. Where he fighting that in his division, heavyweight division is a small community. It's a small division. So as that being said, it'll be more valuable to have and more honorable to have an undisputed heavyweight champion where he has all the belts instead of one, willing to travel to any country where it's safe for people to come and view and for the fighters to fight at. That's what I look at it. Joshua's a placement fighter, and that lets me know that he's nervous. They don't want to go nowhere. They just want to keep it over there. And if Joshua want to make the most biggest payday of his life, he will come to America. That's facts. And any of these fans that says, the money is over there, that's just another excuse of why they don't want the fight to happen. All these excuses. There's no more excuses. Don't matter who got more popularity or this and that. That doesn't matter. It's a brighter day. It's a new day now. It's a new day now. We don't want to hear the excuses. All we want to hear is when and where, and we'll be there.
Hey, champ, how you doing? This is Jay Chris here. I'm great talking to you again. I wanted to go back to Saturday night. Okay, there was a lot of trash being talked. You know, Stavern had a lot to say. You know, he was talking about how he's 100% this time, and you know he's ready to go, and how he was eating your breakfast for your punches for breakfast. And I'm on the record saying that, well, if he was 100% last time, and he should have came. If he was sick last time, he should have came into the ring sick last time or Saturday night, because he looked a lot better last time than this Saturday night. But what I did notice Saturday night was a look on your face that I've never seen before from you in the ring. And, you know, just take us back to Saturday night, you coming into the ring, you seeing Stavern in front of you. What was your mindset? What were you going out to prove to the people that on Saturday night?
Man, if anybody's been following my career, they've known that I've always got the short end of the stick with different situations, especially the opportunities that have been given to me. All I've wanted to do in my career, especially after obtaining the belt, is to prove that I am the best, like I know I am, and over and over and over and over again, I've been let down. Guys have ducked me. They have went to different routes not to fight me. They have gotten on PEDs over and over again. And then the blame has always have been pointed back at me. The finger has been pointed at me for other guys doing things that ain't have nothing to do with me. So this night, Saturday, that night of the fight, I wanted to prove to people that I am here. I'm more hungrier than I've ever been as a champion. I used the starvation of a lion, that when a lion starves, it feel like he was starved for a whole year. So when he do finally get his prey, he tears them up. He eat them. And that's what I wanted to show as a champion, as an American champion, as a black man, the leader of men, and show them that I am here and I am not going anywhere. You know, all that frustration built up, all that, it's like a snowball effect on my career. And all of it has to be lashed out, came out that night. I will refuse to lose. I even put on note that if I lose this fight, I will retire, and I'm a man of my word. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. And that's what would have happened. But that night, nobody in the world would have been able to beat me that night. Nor any other night. This is who I am, and this is who I'm always going to be. And it's going to be hard for any fighter in the world to beat me. So when they do, I'm going to put it like this. Any heavyweight that's listening to me, that hears my voice, I'm speaking to you. And when it's time for you to fight me, you better be ready.
Well, champ, I know our time, champ, with you is short. Just two more questions, and I'll let you go. And again, I appreciate you coming back on and speaking honest and truth. And just for the record, from me to you, I'm glad you didn't lose on Saturday night, which I knew you weren't going to lose anyway, and I wanted some money off of you. Thank you. We don't need you to retire because we don't have no other American heavyweight boxing, fighters that I can believe in. They try to make me believe in Chris Arreola. I didn't believe in that guy. I saw you about 4 years ago, and from that point on, I said, let's go. Don't tell me heavyweight boxing is dead because it's right there. Look at this man's face. Look at his eyes. And as my co-host just said about you and the look you had in your face, it's a show, man, my wife watched called Queen Sugar. You had that Ralph Angel look in your face on Saturday night. Like you definitely was ready on Saturday night. Go ahead, Jay Chris, and you have another question to ask.
Yeah, Champ, I was on the conference call a couple of weeks ago before the fight, and the question was asked about basically the social, the protesting and stuff like that. But a lot of the guys who I don't know who it was, but they wanted to cut you off, and they didn't allow you basically to get your full message out there. Right here on our show, we welcome that, those type of messages. So I just wanted to give you the opportunity to get your message out there about this, the social, about the protesting, social injustices. And you mentioned the other day that you had a friend that fell victim to some social injustices. And I just want to give you an opportunity to get your message out there.
Well, as a black man myself, I've been brought up in this world full of hate. This world is so full of hate. We live in a world that the negativity is what we promote instead of the positive. We live in a world where we condone negativity. We sucks it in like some kind of energy source. And when it's positive, we don't want to hear too much of it. We don't care about it, and so much been going on, especially with the black people for years and years and years. And like I said, over the history of time, we've always got the short end of the stick, just like my career. And people don't understand. People don't want to hear us speak. People don't want to hear the things that happened in the past because the past, they say it's the past, but how can you not hear the past when it's still current right here in the present and probably go further on into the future if we don't do nothing about it? As a black man, and as I feel like a man of, as a leader of men, I just feel it's time for us to come together. There's nothing better than black men coming together, being able to shake each other's hand, being able to hug each other, or tell each other, we love you, I love you, man. No matter what, whether you know that person or not, you just never know what words can do to uplift, to build, to motivate, to get somebody confident and say, man, that man said he loved me and don't even know me. It's a great feeling because we're so used to the opposite. We're so used to the opposite of seeing another man, looking at him, staring him up and down, and being able to see what can I get from this man, or I'm going to take from this man instead of lifting him and helping the man and see what can I do for this man. As time played out, if people would sit back and go back in history and look and see all the suffering, the heartaches and pain where men and women and children was killed and hung from trees and with their hands tied behind their back. So even if they tried to escape that, they couldn't because their hands was behind their back, or they're in fires burning to the oh my God, it's just so much. And now, as a champion, and I have this platform, I must speak out. I must tell people. I must gather the people and know this is not to start nothing. No, this is not to start riot or start war, start hatred, because there's enough of that in the world now. I don't want hatred. I want peace. I want love. And I definitely want justice for those families that's been done wrong because
Amen.
of the racism, because of the hatred, because of the dislike for black people. We have done nothing to nobody. We have done nothing. We're the only race that haven't had any kind of redemption or nothing. Like I said, look at the Jews. They have the Holocaust. And the Indians, free taxes. Some of them get paid money every month
Mm-hmm.
But
Vegas.
black people, we suffer. Black people, we suffer over 400,000 years and still suffering to this day, and we still haven't got nothing. They tried to give us they started out with a Black History Week, and then we talked about it, and then they gave us a Black History Month. They promised us 40 acres and a mule, but we ain't even seen none of that. And those that got the mule, it was already sick, and the land was already halfway bad to even keep up with. I just don't understand what, as a black race, what have we done so wrong to be getting treated so bad? That's my only problem. So as a black man, I want to gather my people. I want to teach to my people. I want to speak to my people. To not only, just like the pastor said, bring your Bibles to church. Because I may be telling you something that's a lie, but if you have your Bible, you can follow every word that I say. You can understand and see that the truth is right here. I said that to say this. People, go back and do your research. Go back and do the history of it. Know your people. Know where you come from. Be happy who you are. Be happy where you come from, because you can only make it better. It's all up on you. It's enough of this. We must love each other. We must hold each other. We must help each other. Just like my grandma used to say, it takes a village to raise us. We're the strongest race in the world. And I'm not a racist. I'm by far from it. But when it's come to my people, I love my people. I want to see my people do great. I want to see them being able to be finally happy, because right now we're not happy. Over in the UK, that's where the slave trade started at. They tricked us into signing over things because we couldn't read or write. And when we signed over our freedom for benefits and privileges, they gave us a Bible and sent us on about our way. Benefits and privileges that don't even really have nothing to do with us. And we came to a country that we're not even citizens of, because America is two different parts. It's a U.S. private America, which is a corporation, and it's just USA of America. And the United States of America, we're not states. Even Trump said it. Even Trump said it. That's the thing about Trump. We got to love him because he says the things that are true. He says things that if you listen to him, he's telling you what the deal is. But we sit back, this is, nah.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it that he's being blatantly honest. You know what I mean?
Honest. He's being honest. And again, like I said, I love all people, because when I see people, I don't see their color. I know a lot of people may say that, and sometimes that's not true. Sometimes people say that just to avoid being under fire, just to avoid to have to talk about this shit. But it's real. It's real. When I say I don't see color, all I see is another human being that does the same thing, eat, sleep, and shit like me, but have a brilliant mind of their own to be able to think and create things that will make the world go round. We all have the same. We all believe the same. We all do some of the similar things. Sometimes we even think the same. Sometimes we may like the same things, but people want to separate us from the color of our skin that has nothing to do with the character of our country or the things that we may do and bring into this world. I just wish my people could have a fair shake in life once and for all. And for me to have this platform before I end my career, before I end this world, I will be able to bring my people much closer to them loving their own race, to them loving each other, or to them loving themselves and say, you know what, I'm black and I'm proud. I am a black person. I love being who I am. I love where I came from. And from this point on, this moment on, this movement right here, I really respect my other fellow man, my other fellow woman. I will respect them, and I will live on to be better than I was last year, to encourage others to say, hey, it's okay to be black. It's okay. It's okay to understand my greatness in my skin. It's okay to understand the history of where we came from and how far we came and see where we are now. But we got to do better. We must do better. We can't be brainwashed with all the things that are going on in the world that reflect on us. We can't be ignorant. We don't even understand what's ignorant. It's lack of knowledge. So we can't be too ignorant for what things that's going on. We have to have our own mind. We have to listen to each other. We have to respect each other. We tell each other we love each other, because there's nothing more than seeing a group of black men. And I say black men because we're the foundation of it all. And there's nothing more than seeing black men gather around together and have a civilized conversation where they laugh, joke, play around, even hug each other, tell each other they love each other. That's a great moment for me. And when I'm around my people, that's all we do. We love on each other. We motivate each other. We tell each other great job. And when we leave, we tell each other we love each other again. So when we see them next time, we'll be happy to see them just as the same as they left. And that's what I'm here for, this platform. That's what I would do as a black man. I just want my people to realize the greatness that's up in them. That's all. Just the greatness that's up in them, and they can be able to live on and feel good about themselves, knowing that somebody loves them, knowing that somebody cares for them, because we done been through too much. So many years. We just want a fair shake. And I thank you guys for giving me this platform and this time for you guys, because it's something that's very passionate about me. My people, hear man. My people.
I can hear it. Our people, Chan, listen, I'm getting a wrap-up notice. I just want to say this to you. Before, if they might or might not cut you off, and I thank Tim again for connecting us today on this interview. This is where Barbershop Talk meets radio. And if y'all didn't just know, I hope this ain't too much pressure on you or anybody don't take this the wrong way, but this is the 21st century, and this man is speaking like the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. He is trying to educate you all, because you're clicked in right now to where Barbershop Talk meets radio. And if you don't know...
Hold on here. Is this the Barbershop? Is this the barbershop? Yes, it's the barbershop. Yeah, I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. You know, this ain't nothing but healthy conversation. That's all right. You got to tell who the pop down. It ain't nobody exempt in the barbershop. You know that. Ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop.
And we just spoke to the champ, Deontay Wilder. He's going to unify these damn titles, people. Don't run from him, Anthony Juice Joshua. UK, I don't owe you nothing. That's my champion right there. A black man, a heavyweight champion man, the best heavyweight in the world. So how we doing the Barbershop, people? Stand on your feet and pay respect. Give homage to the one, the only, Deontay Wilder. And there you have it, people. Thank you, champ. Much love. Look forward to talking to you another time, brother.
Love you guys.
Love you right back. There you have it, people. The champion, Deontay Wilder. You can't say no more than that, Jay Chris. You can't say no more than that.